Hi friends, in this video we are going to discuss the interstate supply, that is the section 7 of IGST Act. So first of all we have to understand what is interstate supply and intrastate supply. After that we can discuss the levy of GST in the coming video. So section 7 of IGST Act 2017. So this section 7 has 5 subsections, section 7, 1 to section 7, 5. 5 subsections are there. The first subsection, section 7, subsection 1, says that subjected to the provision of section 10, the supply of goods where the location of supplier and the place of supply are in two different states, two different union territory, a state and a union territory, shall be treated as a supply of goods in course of interstate trade or commerce. So, here we have to look two factors, location of supplier and the place of supply. If the location of supplier and place of supply are in two different states, for example, UP and Kerala. So, two different states. Location of supplier and place of supply is in two different states, that is UP and Kerala, or two different union territories, Andaman Nicobar Island and Ladakh, or a state and a union territory, Ladakh and UP. So, if the place of supply and location of supply is in two different places, two different union territories or a state or union territory, then such supply of goods are called interstate supply of goods. So that is what section 7.1 says. Next, section 7 subsection 2. Supply of goods imported into the territory of India till they cross the custom frontier of India shall be treated to be a supply of goods in course of interstate trade or commerce. If you are importing goods from USA to India, so importing goods from import of goods from USA to India is also considered as interstate supply. Then section 7 subsection 2 states if the goods is imported into a territory of India, then it shall also be treated as interstate trade. Now, import of goods is defined in section 2 clause 10. With this grammatical variation and cognate expression means bringing in goods into India from a place outside India. So, import of goods means bringing goods into India from a place outside India. So, bringing goods into India from a place outside India. Now, section 7 subsection 3. So, here it is the supply of services. So subjected to the provision of section 12, supply of services where the location of supplier and the place of supply are in two different states, two different union territories or a state or a union territory. So, service is provided. So, service is provided between two different states, that is the location of the supplier and the place of supply is in two different state or different union territory or a state or union territory, then it shall be treated as supply of services in course of interstate trade or commerce. Then section 7 subsection 4. So, it is import of service. Section 7 subsection 4. So, supply of services imported into India shall be treated as supply of services in course of interstate trade or commerce. So, here section 2 clause 11 gives the definition of import of services. Import of services means the supply of any services where the supplier of the service is located outside India. The recipient of service is located in India and the place of supply of the service is in India. That means the supplier. So, Mr. A is providing a service from USA to Mr. B in India. So here the supplier is located outside India. The recipient of the service, that is Mr. B, is located in India. Service is provided in India. So place of supply is also in India. In such case, it is import of services. So section 2 clause 11 says import of service means the supply of any service where the supplier of the service is located outside India and the recipient of service is located in India and the place of supply of service is in India. Now, so the next subsection says, that is section 7 subclause 5 says that supply of goods or service or both when the supplier is located in India and the place of supply is outside India. So, if the supplier is located in India but the place of supply is outside India, then it is also considered as interstate supply. That means the supplier, Mr. A, is supplier and he is located in India, but he is providing the service in USA, Mr. B in USA. So the place of supply is outside India and the supplier is in India. In such case also it is treated as interstate supply. So that is what section 7.5 says. The 7.5 also states supply of goods or service or both to or by a special economic zone developer or a special economic zone unit. So if a supply of goods or service or both take place between the special economic zone or from a special economic zone, so to or by. So if we supply goods to a special economic zone or if the goods is supplied from a special economic zone, it is considered as interstate supply. So MZ Limited is in special economic zone and X Limited is in UP. So here if MZ is providing goods to X Limited, then it is treated as interstate supply. So now next one is in the taxable territory not being an intrastate supply and not covered elsewhere in this section. So the supply of goods or service or both is in a taxable territory. So it is the supply is done in a taxable territory not being an intrastate and it is not an intrastate supply also. And it is not covered in the above sections, that is section 7.1, section 7, subsection 2, section 7, subsection 3 or section 7, subsection 4. So till now we haven't included that in interstate also. So it is not an intrastate but it is not included till now in the interstate also. And such items are also treated as supply of goods or service or both in course of interstate trade or commerce. So till now we have discussed section 7 of IGST Act. So section 7 subsection 1 supply of goods where the location of the supplier and the place of supply is in two different states, two different union territories or a state and a union territory. Then import of goods in section 7 subsection 2. Then under section 7 subsection 3 we have discussed the supply of services where the location of supplier and the place of supply is in two different state, two different union territories or state and a union territories. Then section 7 subsection 4 states the import of service is also treated as interstate supply. Then section 7 subsection 5 states three things. First one is the supply is located in India and the place of supply is outside India. And then the second one is the supply of goods or service or both to or by a special economic unit. Then third one, the supply of goods or service or both is done in a taxable territory but not being an intrastate supply and not mentioned elsewhere in this section shall also be treated as supply of goods or service or both. I think you are clear with the idea of what is interstate supply. Now, intrastate supply means a supply within the state, that supply. So what is intrastate supply? Intrastate supply means the supply of goods and services within the state or within union territory. So in this video we have discussed the section 7 of IGST Act 2017, that is the interstate supply, and also discuss intrastate supply.